All right, this is just an introductory video of who I am, and so my name is Dana Morris, and I live in Los Angeles, and I grew up in South Dakota, went to college in Minnesota at a school called Concordia. At Concordia is a private Lutheran school. I was a piano and a theory double major there and had a really great experience there. I was in the concert band, I was in the jazz band, I played piano and a ton of things, did piano recitals. And then my senior year, I wrote a musical called Main Stage that actually ended up being in the main theater season. It was a real honor. It's the first time they had a student do that. So I did that. Then I moved to California. I've worked at several big mega churches and at Christian universities. And so I've worked at Eastside Christian Church, which is now about 8,000 people. For 12 years, I was the full-time director of music there. And then I have worked at Angelus Temple, the Dream Center in LA recently. In the last 4 or 5 years, they run about 6,000 people. I produce huge youth theater musicals in the summer, and at Christmas we do these huge Christmas shows called The Joy of Christmas. And The Joy of Christmas, I'm the producer, director, musical director, and I write the scripts, and I do about half the songs original. And one year I did it, we had 15,000 guests. Our room seats 3,500. The other year we had 20,000 guests. We do a toy giveaway, so it was really huge. Then another large mega church called The Rock hired me to do the same thing over there, so I did a huge Christmas production over there that I produced and directed and musical directed. And I had about 15,000 people at that show, and I just did the Sound of Music there this spring with 2 casts and had huge crowds and huge things for that. I've musical directed probably 200, 300, 400 shows over the years with youth theater, professional theater, community theater, those type of things. From 2000 to 2007, I had my own theater in Whittier, California, which is about 15 minutes east of downtown. I had a 200-seat theater that I built out that was my own, and we would do about 10, 12 shows a year there, plus in other cities. And then in addition to that, the last 4 or 5 years I've become a writer, and I had written things years ago, but I recently got into writing a lot, and I write full-blown Broadway-style musicals. So I have 5 musicals I've written so far. The first one's called Breakthrough. It's about overcoming addictions. It's similar to Rent. It's very edgy. I wrote a second musical called Tommy's Toy Shop. It's a Christmas show that's very Disney, very fun, very crazy characters with Santa Claus and elves and kids and talking toys. My third musical is called Dare to Dream. It's a Cirque du Soleil type show. I did it this April at the Rock Forum, and we had a silk aerialist, and I wrote all the songs. It's a rock opera. There's no talking. It's all singing or rapping. My fourth show that I just finished writing is called According to John, and it's based on the Gospel of John, and it's a mix of rock, rap music, and rap in a small script. And then my 5th show, which I haven't done yet, but I finished writing, is called Benny's Got the Blues, and it takes place in Memphis in 1943, and is all about dealing with him having the blues, depression, and him running a blues joint called Benny's Blues Joint. And it's all 40s music with swing and jazz, that type of thing. The main thing I've done has been based off of the piano. Since I was in college, I've always played the piano from all the orchestras and bands I've led. I probably do 10 to 12 shows a year as the musical director. I'm also the resident musical director at a school called Whittier High School. And I probably do 10 to 12 shows a year since the early 90s, late 80s. And recently I've just done Annie, Sound of Music, Breakthrough, all these different shows that I've written and that kind of thing, and then these big Christmas shows. So that's a little bit about me. My main backbone to everything is piano, but I've been musical directing and playing piano ever since. Thank you.